What if I told you that one of my patients, a 63-year-old man who'd been struggling with performance issues for 3 years, turned everything around in just 14 days with a simple morning habit that cost him nothing? No pills, no injections, no expensive treatments, just one change to his morning routine. And before you think this sounds too good to be true, stay with me, because what I'm about to share isn't a gimmick. It's based on solid biology, and I've seen it work over and over again in my practice. Hit that like button right now and drop a comment telling me where you're watching from, because what you're about to learn could change everything. Here's what most men don't understand. Performance issues aren't always about your anatomy. They're often about your circulation, your nervous system, and your overall cardiovascular health. I'm Dr. Narita, and I've spent 12 years as a urologist helping men reclaim what they thought was gone forever. And one of the most important things I've learned is this: your body wants to function properly. It's designed to respond, but it needs the right conditions. The biggest myth I hear is that once performance issues start, they're permanent, that you're stuck with medication for life, that there's no going back. That's simply not true. In many cases, especially for men over 60, performance issues are a symptom of poor circulation. Your blood vessels aren't delivering adequate blood flow where you need it. And the reason isn't because you're old. It's because those blood vessels have become stiff, inflamed, and less responsive. But here's the good news. Blood vessels are remarkably adaptable. They can improve. They can become more flexible, more responsive, more efficient at delivering blood. And when that happens, performance improves, sometimes dramatically. The morning habit I'm about to share works because it directly targets circulation, blood vessel health, and the signals your body needs to function properly. In my 12 years of practice, I've worked with thousands of men dealing with performance issues. And the ones who see the fastest, most sustainable improvements aren't necessarily the ones taking medication. They're the ones who understand that circulation is the foundation of everything. So, here's what we're doing today. I'm telling you exactly what this morning habit is, why it works biologically, and how to implement it starting tomorrow. Then, I'm giving you 3 additional habits that amplify the results even further. And if you stick with me until the end, I'm revealing the one common mistake that's sabotaging your circulation every single day. And it's something most men don't even realize they're doing. All right, let's talk about the habit. It's cold water exposure, specifically ending your morning shower with 30 to 60 seconds of cold water. Now, before you close this video thinking, no way I'm doing that, hear me out, because the science behind this is powerful and the results speak for themselves. Here's what happens biologically when you expose your body to cold water. First, your blood vessels constrict rapidly. This is called vasoconstriction. Your body pulls blood away from your skin and extremities to protect your core temperature. But here's where the magic happens. When you step out of the cold water and your body starts warming up again, your blood vessels dilate, they open wide. This is called vasodilation. And this repeated cycle of constriction and dilation is like a workout for your blood vessels. Over time, this improves something called endothelial function. Your endothelium is the thin layer of cells lining your blood vessels. When it's healthy, it produces nitric oxide, a molecule that relaxes, widens blood vessels, improving blood flow throughout your entire body. And where does improved blood flow matter most for men? Exactly where you think. Research shows that cold water exposure increases nitric oxide production, improves circulation, reduces inflammation, and enhances vascular responsiveness. All of these directly support healthy function. But there's more. Cold water exposure also activates your sympathetic nervous system, the part of your nervous system that produces adrenaline and arousal. This primes your body to respond more effectively in situations where you need it. Now, let me tell you about the patient I mentioned in the title. His name was Robert, 63 years old, married for 35 years. He came to me frustrated and embarrassed. He'd been struggling for 3 years and had tried medication, but it wasn't consistent. I asked him about his lifestyle. He wasn't exercising much. His diet was okay, but not great. And his circulation was clearly poor. Cold hands, cold feet, low energy. I told him about cold water exposure. He was skeptical, but he agreed to try it. Every morning after his warm shower, he'd turn the water to cold for 30 seconds. That's it. 2 weeks later, he came back for a follow-up. He looked different, more energized, more confident. He told me, "Dr. Narita, I can't believe it. Things are working again. Not perfectly, but better than they have in years. And it's consistent. That's not magic. That's biology. Now, let me give you 3 additional habits that work synergistically with cold. Water exposure to maximize your circulation and support healthy function. And if you're serious about this, hit that subscribe button now because we're going deep and you'll want to come back for more. Number 3, take a 20-minute walk every morning. Here's something most men don't realize. Exercise isn't just about fitness, it's about circulation. And walking is one of the best circulation boosters you can do. Here's the biology. When you walk, your muscles contract rhythmically. This creates a pumping action that pushes blood through your veins and back to your heart. Your heart rate increases, your blood vessels dilate, and nitric oxide production increases throughout your entire vascular system. Studies show that men who walk regularly have significantly better vascular function than sedentary men, even if they're the same age and weight. But here's the key. Morning is the best time. Why? Because morning exercise primes your cardiovascular system for the entire day. It sets your circulation up for success. Emotionally, morning walks are empowering. You're starting your day with movement, with fresh air, with intention. You're telling your body, we're still strong, we're still capable. Practically, aim for 20 minutes at a moderate pace, enough to get your heart rate up slightly, but not so intense that you're exhausted. One of my patients started walking every morning with his dog. He combined it with the cold shower. 3 weeks later, he told me, "Doc, I feel 10 years younger." And my wife noticed the difference too. Number 2, eat foods rich in nitric oxide precursors. Remember when I mentioned nitric oxide? It's the key molecule that relaxes blood vessels and improves circulation. And you can support its production through what you eat. Here's what you need. Foods rich in nitrates and the amino acid arginine. Your body converts these into nitric oxide. The best sources of nitrates are leafy greens, spinach, arugula, beets, celery. The best sources of arginine are nuts, seeds, fish, poultry, and legumes. Here's the biology. When you eat these foods, your body breaks down the nitrates and arginine into nitric oxide. Nitric oxy? These signals your blood vessels to relax and widen, improving blood flow everywhere, including where you need it most. Studies show that men who eat diets rich in these foods have significantly better performance and vascular health than men who don't. Emotionally, this is empowering because it's food. It's not medication. It's not invasive. It's just feeding your body what it needs. Practically, here's what this looks like. A spinach and beet salad with walnuts for lunch. Grilled salmon with arugula for dinner. A handful of almonds as a snack. One of my patients started eating a beet and spinach smoothie every morning. He said, Dr. Narita, within a week, I noticed more energy, better workouts, and yes, better function. Number 1, practice deep breathing for 5 minutes every morning. Now, this one might surprise you, but it's critical. Deep, slow breathing directly improves circulation and activates your parasympathetic nervous system, the system responsible for relaxation and arousal. Here's the biology. When you breathe slowly and deeply, you stimulate the vagus nerve. This nerve controls your parasympathetic nervous system, which regulates blood flow, heart rate, and your body's ability to enter a relaxed, responsive state. Chronic stress keeps you in fight or flight mode. In that state, blood flow is directed away from non-essential functions, including reproductive function. Your body thinks you're under threat, so it shuts down everything except survival. But when you practice deep breathing, you signal your body it's safe. We can relax, blood vessels dilate, stress hormones drop, and your body shifts into a state where healthy function can occur. Studies show that men who practice regular breathing exercises or meditation have better vascular function and lower levels of performance anxiety. Here's a simple practice. Sit comfortably. Breathe in through your nose for 4 counts. Hold for 4 counts. Breathe out through your mouth for 6 counts. Repeat for 5 minutes. One of my patients was a high-stress executive. He started doing this every morning before his cold shower. He told me, "Doc, I didn't realize how tense I was all the time. Now I'm calmer. I'm more present, and things are working better than they have in years." Now, here's the mistake that's sabotaging your circulation. It's sitting for extended periods without movement. Here's the reality. If you're sitting for hours at a time, whether it's at a desk, in front of the TV, or in a car, you're actively damaging your circulation. When you sit, blood flow slows, blood pools in your legs. Your blood vessels become less responsive. And over time, this leads to endothelial dysfunction, the same problem that causes performance issues. Studies show that men who sit for more than 6 hours a day have significantly higher rates of performance problems than men who move regularly throughout the day. The solution is simple. Stand up and move every 30 to 60 minutes. Walk around, stretch, do a few squats, just get your blood moving. One of my patients worked from home and sat at his computer all day. Once he started setting a timer to stand and walk every hour, his circulation improved dramatically. He said, "I didn't realize sitting was killing me. Now I feel alive again." If you're serious about improving circulation and function, you have to move. It's non-negotiable. So, here's your action plan starting tomorrow morning. Step 1, end your shower with 30 to 60 seconds of cold water. Start with 10 seconds, if you need to, and work your way up. The key is consistency, not perfection. Step 2, take a 20-minute walk. It doesn't have to be intense. Just steady, purposeful movement. Step 3, practice 5 minutes of deep breathing before your shower, after your walk, whenever works for you. Step 4, eat at least one meal rich in nitric oxide precursors. Think leafy greens, beets, nuts, fish. Step 5, stand and move every hour if you're sedentary during the day. Do this for 14 days. Track how you feel. Notice your energy, your mood, your physical response. Your body will tell you it's working. And if you want support, drop a comment below telling me which habit you're starting with. I read every comment and I'm here to help. I need you to hear this. What you're experiencing isn't permanent. It's not a sign that you're broken or that your best days are over. Your body is incredibly resilient. It wants to function well. It wants to respond. You just need to give it the right conditions. And those conditions start with circulation. When your blood is flowing properly, when your blood vessels are healthy and responsive, everything improves. You deserve to feel confident again. You deserve to feel like yourself. And that's not too much to ask. So here's what I want you to do right now. Hit that like button if this video gave you hope and a clear path forward. Share it with another man who's struggling and needs to hear this message. Too many of us are suffering in silence, and that needs to change. Subscribe to this channel if you haven't already, because I'm here to give you real practical health information that actually works. Not hype, not gimmicks, just science and experience. And remember, you're not too old. You're not past the point of improvement. Small changes lead to big results when you're consistent. Robert, the patient I told you about, he's now 6 months into this routine. He recently told me, "Dr. Narita, you gave me my life back. I feel like a man again." That's what's possible for you too. Aging doesn't mean giving up. It means being smarter about how you take care of yourself. And you're worth that effort. I'll see you in the next video. Take care of yourself. You matter.